Okay. Hey everybody, this is Grace. Pardon me, as soon as I started it up, I started feeling my throat going out. But anyway, I had made a video for this channel, and it was, let me think, a week ago or so, I don't know. And it was about when, sometimes people go for confirmation bias, and it was about basically just because the person thinks it should be this way, or that it's common sense is this way, that therefore that makes it this way. And that's not necessarily true. Okay, so I made that video the day I put it up and all that. Well, something after that happened, and I didn't want it, that was online, and I didn't want it to be thought that that's what I was talking about. So it's not, but if I put it up, it would be too close to that. You see, it was something similar, but that's not what I was talking about. If that makes any sense at all. Yeah, if it makes any sense. So I went through and listened to all of it because I was going to make it public for tomorrow, schedule it for tomorrow. So, all that I mentioned, no, it's too close to what's going on with other people. And yeah, but anyway, after I made that video, I started, during the time I made the video, I was checking out stuff and everything, and found out, that all I wanted to find out from the appropriate people. That was a big thing, making lots of phone calls, appropriate people. And I can't remember if it happened right at the end of that or right after that, when I found even more. And it was something I've been told by more than one appropriate person at more than one place. And I was like, well, okay, it's all okay. But I didn't want to put it up because other people, if anybody, because this channel I don't use, were to accidentally run across it. You see, it was just too close for comfort, I guess. You know what I mean? Boy, I've been losing my voice for days now. But I lose it all year round. If I make too many videos, not too many, I guess too many. Whatever is considered too many for me. But I lose my voice. I used to do that when I was teaching too. So, just those days I'd start losing my voice. But I think this is a lifetime thing for me. I'm not talking about anybody else. But anyway, some of the stuff that I said in it was really good, good to me. I never give anybody any form of advice, any form. I'm not suggesting to anybody this is how it is, because in my experience, one size doesn't fit all. In many situations, like interpersonal situations, they just don't fit all. And some people there's people out there who want to see that they speak even, and they think even, and they want to hear even. People who they see that this is confidence, is to say everybody, nobody, whatever is the situation, it's all common sense. No, your common sense isn't common to everybody, and not everybody thinks that way. And anybody who doesn't, they're not wrong necessarily. But they are people who want to hear, no, it's everybody, it's nobody, or it's whatever, every time, no, none of the time, never, none of the times. What in the world was that? You see what I'm saying? That all or none thinking, dichotomous thinking. Yeah, there are different shades of gray. It's all, it's not all black and white. But too many people see that. The people who go along with them and listen to them, they see things in this black and white, and they see that as appropriate, and they also see that as confidence in the person speaking, when it's not. In my view, these are my views. Read the disclaimers in the description box below this video on YouTube. But no, I'm a social and behavioral scientist. It's in the things I've heard, no. It's just not that way. It doesn't mean that they necessarily mean that they have confidence. They may have arrogance. They may be trying to persuade people to believe in them by sounding like they know exactly what it is. They know exactly that. So many people do this. Plus, they'll make up fake statistics. You know, where'd you get these? I don't find these. You're like, a big high, 80% of people, they do this. Where did you find that? You know, or they even, for some people, they even do their own polls, and they think that represents the norm, that represents all, because they did their own little polls. But the people who were listening to them, watching, listening, reading, whatever it is, are ones who already think that they were looking for confirmation bias. But they can't see that, they can't think that way. This certain type. I'm not saying everybody. You never hear me say everybody and mean it, or without saying they say that. But you can get, I can know, when I say you, I don't mean you. But it's easy to get stuck. And if I say everybody or nobody, or even talk about them, I have to catch myself before I say it myself. It's funny how it works. But anyway, I thought I'd get out here and make a video. I'd fallen asleep. It's 5:43 p.m. February 21st, 2022. And when I got here, my phone said it was 80 degrees. And tomorrow, it's tomorrow. I think it's going to be around the same as the high. And then at some point, and then it's going to dip down to 32 or below freezing tomorrow. My SUV says it's 78 degrees, but my phone said 80, like I said. And I can believe the house is kind of stuffy. At least we have humidity. I cannot stand it. Just, I think yesterday, and off and on during winter, the humidity goes down so low. I'm talking like in the teens sometimes. Oh, and I have a humidifier in one room that's small enough room. It actually has a TV and a bedroom. It's kind of a mix of stuff. But where I could put that humidifier in it, I can close it off, set it for a certain percentage, and actually feel comfortable in that room. The rest of the house would be low humidity. It's such a big house. I cannot imagine trying to, buy enough humidifiers to make the rest of it. Plus, it's got tall vaulted ceilings that go up 2 stories. So, yeah, I don't think so. But boy, I went on stream of consciousness, didn't I? But it's interesting. I sit out here and I'm telling you, it's really weird that every time I sit in front of my house doing videos, and when I do sit in front of my house making videos, usually it's the neighbor. And this time when I was walking out, a neighbor was outside, and they usually come outside while I'm out here. Last year was especially weird about them doing that. And this has been like 20 years of this, but people in the neighborhood, if you were in Neighborhood Watch, by now you would have known, But anyway, but there's a white car that drives by. I don't know, they drive by all the time. It's like, at least it's not the guy that was walking down the road on the sidewalk carrying a bottle. He was a youngish guy. He was carrying a bottle, and it looked like a message in a bottle kind of thing. And the reason, I'm not one to be snoopy, but when you've been driving over 40 years and you see something move in your rearview mirror, it's kind of natural to look up. And that's what the case was that time. Both times he was walking one way, then the next, I don't know how, week or so later, I don't know how long, I came out and I saw something move, and I looked, and there he was walking with that, it looked like a message in a bottle. I live in a nice neighborhood, but some weird things can happen. My goodness, I'm sounding like I always do. Like some of these live stream videos I've watched, I never point out who. Whoops, there's that never word. But I haven't ever pointed out who made a video. When I say something like this, I don't believe I ever, in my original channel, around 7.5 years. But unless it's something good, but when it's something like this, I don't. But some of them I've listened to, it takes them, they could be an hour to several hours long. And within the first part of it, it can take them like 30 minutes, if not more, just to say hello to people, and make comments on their comments, and then it keeps going comments. But they have a title for their what they're going to talk about, but it can go on and on and on and on and on. Just them talking with their audience. And then when they finally do start talking about the issues, although they may try to start during that, all those hellos, but the audience keeps, saying more and more, and they're responding to the audiences, and what they're chatting and everything. And it takes forever to get them to get to the point. And with me, and then when they do that, they go scattered. It's scattered. With me, there's that without all the hellos to everybody in the audience, because this isn't a live stream, So I'm no different. And I remember somebody had commented one time about it. Well, okay, right. She wasn't perfect. So, in herself. But sometimes people notice things, because they need to check themselves on it too. For some people, it's if you spot it, you got it. Some people it's not. So, and I'm well aware that I see what other people do, and I know I do what I call stream of consciousness, go with the flow, this kind of videos. So, but this one definitely, like I said, I just woke up and then I listened to that video that I had made, that I had to put on private and left it. I never made it public. So, but it's good to have that, and then it refreshes my memory of what all I did, and made the phone calls I made, and what was told to me, and just to pay attention more to that kind of thing, what was told to me. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap this up, because there is something I want to make a video on. I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.